through what we've got tonight. So welcome everybody. We are at the Melbourne Grand Prix. This is round 1 here of season 8, and I'm very, very much looking forward to what we've got on for you tonight. Qualifying is just getting underway, and it is looking nice and sunny at the moment, but I know we're all gearing and getting ready to get ready and watch some Formula 1 2020 action. These are the drivers you'll be watching this season. It's a full grid, and as you can see, some different drivers, different teams. BP, the big notable one, he's at Red Bull this season. Hawks stays with Mercedes, meaning his new teammate is Wardy Chill. And I've got to bring Zen Razo into the conversation because he's beside me tonight commentating once again. So welcome, Zen. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, and looking forward to a new season, something totally different from before, I think, for season 8.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what's going to happen here. Like I was just telling everyone, the new driver that's changed teams is BP, is the big notable one.
Yep, definitely a big mover, gone from Mercedes-Benz and moved to Red Bull.
But
it was always
a new teammate too.
That's right. He's got Wardy Chill now as his teammate at Mercedes-Benz, and definitely no slouch himself. Currently in P3 with a little bit of action there between the McLaren and I think that was Ming in the Renault. But yeah, definitely Wardy Chill now has stepped up into that second seat at at Mercedes, and BP goes to Red Bull. So interesting, very interesting.
It is. So let's go to the race. Let's go to the qualifying and see what's happening, shall we, guys? So welcome along, Moroccan. Major Dan, you're not wrong. This is the gold class, the gold group. We couldn't get the silver running this season, but hopefully we can at some point get that. But anyway, Q3's done. Looks like BP, unsurprisingly, on the top. He's beaten Hawks for now, but Bots, this lap's not going to count.
Yeah, it's easy. Bots is still on a hot lap, or did he go red?
He's gone red, but Mort's out there, so he's getting a bit of a tow, actually. So I don't know if this is going to be good or bad with the dirty air, but we'll see what happens. As he comes around the end of the track now. Can he get something together? Mort's down there in 6th. 122, 143.
BP now about to cross the line, I think. See if he's already locked out, and he does. He goes faster again, 20.1.
Oh, Bots, big slide on the exit there. Didn't bother Mort. Let's see what he can put together as we get the checkered flag. Stay 6th. Yes, stay 6th for him. So unfortunately, no better. Hawks, he's gone red too. So that's that.
That's it. That's the grid. Well, BP, new car, same thing.
Yeah, it's not surprising. I mean, everything is equal, so to speak, with the car's performance. So, I mean, that's not surprising. But, yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're all allowed to do their own setups. And I definitely was following BP's stream tonight in qualifying, and he is running a little bit more wing than probably the two Merc drivers, as he often does. But he's actually getting the effect out of it, without losing too much of the top end. I think that high-speed chicane there, turns 13, 11 and 12. That's where he's making most of his time, because he can really hold it there in quite a high gear without much compromise and carry that speed over, even if his top end is a little bit compromised.
Well, let's see what happens when we get into the race. Let's take you through the track itself. If you haven't seen this Melbourne track, this is the overview. It's a 5.3 kilometre circuit, 16 turns for them, and there are your DRS zones. DRS zone 2, surprisingly the front straight, but yeah, turns 11 and 12. It's that fast left-right that we usually see big upsets, especially in the opening laps, heavy fuel. We get some tank slappers. Sometimes these guys can get a little bit called out by that. So maybe we'll see one or two die off in the opening laps. I don't know. It can upset some. Now we are just waiting for this to load. So hopefully everyone here joining us tonight are psyched and ready for this one. Raikkonen wanted to do the Bronze League, but the hours difference, it's a little bit too much, isn't it, between us and Europe? So, yeah, it's unfortunate. If you're in the US, sometimes it's not too bad, but yeah, between Europe and Australia, it's almost opposite ends of the spectrum, so it becomes a little bit of an impossibility. But Melbourne's looking good. I don't think there's any rain on the way. It just looks sunny to me, so I think the guys will be quite happy with that.
Formation lap. Going to be interesting now to see when they get around here and line up on that grid how they're going to all go with the no traction control off that line. And if you get it right, it is actually significantly quicker than just dumping it with traction control on medium. But if you get it wrong, there could be a price to pay.
I thought traction control was off for this league.
Traction control is off, but this is the first time we've had it off as banned completely. Only a few drivers last season ran no traction control, and when you master it, you can actually get a really good launch, better than a traction control launch. But if you get it wrong, you're in trouble.
We'll see what happens. And we've got F1 2020 makes use of the new ERS, the proper ERS system almost. This year, there's push to overtake now, which is a lot of the die-hard F1 eSports loyals don't like it. Well, some do, some don't. It's actually split the community, even though it's.
Yeah, well, the call was to simulate what the real drivers do, and when those comments were made, especially by Lando Norris, the game codemasters listened, and they have done it to what we understand to be how it is in the real world. So I personally haven't driven the new cars yet, so I can't comment on it, but if it adds to any kind of immersion level, I'm all for it.
So am I. I haven't driven either. I've got the game, but I haven't had time to play. But I do hear from the guys out there that it's a lot more realistic. So that's good. That's good for fans. It's good for us watching. And I'm more than happy for it. Anyway, we've got 29 laps tonight. BP's on that front row. 20 drivers take the grid. The crowds are back. Sean. The cars are back. Bots is on that soft tyre. Interesting.
Yeah, we're going to have to keep an eye on it. It's definitely going to be a two-stop strategy today, I believe. I definitely know that BP's going for that. And he's pretty good on tyres.
Here we go. Cars are lined up, waiting and ready, waiting for those lights. It's a tense wait. Here we go. 5 red lights. Bit of a hold. Long hold. And we're racing for Melbourne. Round 1 of the FNL1 eSports. We're back on Fridays. And it says Hawks is leading. But I think BP is ahead. So there's a bit of a glitch on the opening lap with the timing screen. So hopefully that fixes itself up. Bot's got a fantastic start. Shoots all the way up into 3rd. And he got around Kank quick smart. And the rest of the field, there's a bit of a traffic jam behind Ming and Chiz. So I don't know what happened there. But they're all held up slightly. And that was a red Ferrari up the inside of the Renault, and he's taken 2 spots easily.
Yeah, a little bit of damage there from behind one of the other cars coming into that. Just lost a bit of end plate there. I can't see who that was, but pretty clean start actually, considering.
It was clean. Some of these guys haven't driven together, so it's they're learning on the run now. I mean, they would have practiced, but a lot of longer racing, not so. Big lock up from Simo. He just pulls it up in time before he hit the side of Rock Lobster. And this is 11 and 12. This is what we're talking about. But there's a few too wide there between Ming And his teammate, he's pulled off too wide between Savage and Kiwi. They were very lucky to make it through. And Ming has been bullied onto the outside. I don't know if he's carrying damage. I think he is on that front
Yes,
wing.
he is. He is, definitely.
He's very lucky to get through then.
Oh, going deep there in the racing point there. That was Savage.
It was Savage. He loses a lots of spot. And you can see Ming struggling now at the back end of the circuit. Locking up, wing everywhere. He's definitely going to have to come in this lap. Not surprising, we'll see him slice off. Rock Lobster the same, and Keno, he's also been involved in something you can see.
So got big damage. So BP's pulled a big gap there, 1.5 almost seconds ahead of Hawks. So, you know, the status quo, Merck now with some work to do after losing their number one driver, it seems. Mort's retired.
We have lost Mort. There he is on the outside.
Oh, turn 3. Yes.
So that brings out the safety car, and not so great for BP, but for Hawks it means the field will bunch up once again. So that car will have to get collected off to turn 3. That'll give Ming, Rock Lobster and Keno an opportunity as well to get onto the back of the pack. So everything will come back into one long line. And we're on lap number 2. We've already lost our first driver, Mort.
Yeah, turn 3. He's probably come in a little bit deep in there and gone wide, touched the curb on the outside, and that's sort of thrown him to the inside wall as a result. Judging from the angle of that, with the way the car was positioned there, I'd say that's the most likely culprit for that. And very easy to do now with no traction control. Very easy to do.
Indeedy. So the safety car will pick up this man, BPV8. Hopefully the bugs with the safety car have been fixed, because I know there was an issue once the safety car goes off into the pit lane. It slows down a little bit too much and people get caught out with the delta.
Exactly, yeah. We had a lot of that last season. Do we have volume on the Discord stream? Because I'm not getting any sound from the stream.
I don't know why that's happening.
Could be. I can hear you nice and clear.
Oh, it's probably because I'm not. I don't know.
Not vital, but it's good to have a bit of sound.
Can you hear anything now?
No.
I don't know.
Use the volume. That's it. Don't worry. We'll keep going. It's fine.
So BP is now being collected by the safety car, and hopefully we can get back to racing sooner rather than later. I don't know how it's going to work in this 2020, but usually they wait for the stragglers.
Well, let's have a look at Savage Lobster and see what speed he's part of that back field now that's catching up. What's their pace like? They're going,
pretty quick.
They're pretty quick, so they're going. Yeah, all right. So maybe they have fixed the that little bug which kept them at a delta. Remember? So hopefully now we'll get them bunched up.
I do remember that.
Safety car lights are still on, so probably one more lap at this stage. Yeah, one more lap.
It's just a shame that sometimes these safety cars can take a little bit too long, but if the guys behind them are allowed to, race towards it, then hopefully we can get one more lap.
We got there. Ming's the last guy on the back end now. He's pretty much going at full pace, I'd say. So, yep, I think we'll be racing on the next lap. I think the safety car will be in.
And that's better for everyone.
Indeed. And now, look, in that whole thing there, I think that's going to favour now Bots the most. He's on that soft tyre. He lost touch with Hawks there. He was 2 seconds behind Hawks and a further 1.5 seconds behind BP. So now, bringing those two guys in while Bots is still on a reasonably young soft tyre, this is where Bots needs to, make a move. Otherwise, the strategy might not work out the way Bottas has envisioned here, starting on that soft tyre. But it is a two-stop strategy to what I've been told, and by BP and a couple of the other drivers. So, anything can happen here.
Sean, we got no replay in the new game. We've still got the old controls as well. On my side of things, as a broadcaster, I'm a little bit disappointed. But, yeah. It's what it is. The game looks fantastic. It always does. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know what needs to happen. Apparently on PC, there's some extra controls you can do on keyboard, but I don't think there's a replay function yet anyway. So,
all right, safety car lights are out.
Well, here we go. Don't forget, guys, you can watch us on all the platforms: Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and now Twitter as well when we go live. So don't forget, Twitter is Demo1G is the tag there. But BPV8 taking the field. Hawks in behind. He's going to have to anticipate the jump, and he's not letting him get a lot of gap. BP floors it. Goes green, up to speed again. The racing gets underway. We go across the line, and Hawks give chase, and Bottas is right there with him. And I think Wardy Chill also got a jump on Kozo. I think Kozo was sleeping because there's a bit of a gap forming behind him there.
You're 100% correct there. Bottas sort of looked like he wasn't on it, but he had a good run out of that last corner on that softer tyre. And he has stayed with Hawks, and that's crucial for Bottas.
Absolutely is. Now the racing gets underway. BP already up to a 8/10 interval, so he's no slouch when it comes to racing pace. But Bottas right now giving chase to Hawks on those soft tyres. He's trying to get the maximum performance out of them at the moment, and hopefully he can do something with them. But at the moment, not quite sure if it's going to work for or against him, but we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll definitely find out. We'll probably find out sooner rather than later, because knowing that this is a two-stop race strategy, it's not going to be too long until those soft tyres for Bottas start to yield less and less performance, to the point where if he stays out too long, he'll really hurt himself later on in the race.
Now Kank right up into the exhaust fumes of Wasp, and there was a bit of a slow exit, I think, from HRT, and that's really got the field up into a bit of a big group, and Kank around the outside on the second to last corner, and HRT needed to go into the pit, so he needed to back off just slightly.
Wow! Oh, he's missed it! Oh, wow!
HRT.
Yeah.
Understeer hurt him there.
And he knew he wanted to come in there because he got a bit of end plate damage, and he's now got to go around another lap. So that's not ideal, but at the same time not a complete disaster either. Had he hit that island, that would have been pretty much game over. And Big Cosso's retired.
Cosso's out.
Big Cosso from 5th place has retired. Wow, we've got a virtual safety car here.
Now the boys are coming up on the scene. Hopefully we can see where Kozo... Where is he? Oh, that's an odd spot.
Oh, he's gone, you know where that is. He's gone high there out of turn 5 and done a similar thing to Mort out of turn 3. He's gone high on the curb, and it's thrown him onto the inside as well. And that's a very high-speed corner. It's actually, even in race trim, it's pretty much flat out. But you've got to get your timing right.
Yeah, unfortunately, it didn't work for him. Unfortunately. Another victim, dude. So VSC's over. BP still leading, and Wardy will be promoted up into 4th place. We'll be pretty happy about that. Crazy Kiwi. He's just ahead of Simo now. The gap between them 6/10, and the Ferrari is chasing.
Well, Ferrari now, the two Ferraris combining now and showing a much better pace in the race than they did in the qualifying. So that's looking promising. I think they're just trying to find their feet here, Simo and Blinky. I definitely know these guys are fast. I saw them in testing. They were on it. There's no denying about it. I think they just need to get into a rhythm and not let the moment get on top of him.
HRT's been given a 5-second penalty for the pit lane speeding, so his day just goes from bad to worse. And we're down to 18, lap 7 of 29. And the guys have got to be careful. It's still a fairly long way to go. Bit of a lock-up from Kiwi. We'll be seeing that more often this season. Oh, what's going on? Wow.
Oh, that's a big tank slap moment. Wow, I wonder if he had the ERS on trying to stay as he shifted gear, and it's just snapped on him.
He's done well to get out of that, because it takes some very, very smooth opposite directive steering to control a tank slapper, so he's done well.
I mean, if we had a replay function, we could show you what millimetres to the wall he actually came, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure he was millimetres.
No, it was. There was no other metric you could use. That's how tight he was to the wall. Ming is just getting speed up on Wasp here. Through those last two corners, he's absolutely blitzed him through there. I don't know if Wasp ran deep, but the gap grew almost over 2 seconds through there, so Wasp really needs to clean up his apexes a little bit. Otherwise, it's not going to be working well for him.
Yeah, now Ring finding a rhythm here, and to be honest, Ming now up into 10th spot after pitting for that damage. So he's done well. He's back in striking range. That's for sure.
Now Hawks is just getting ever closer to BP's within that 1 second now. So hopefully he's looking for some DRS assistance, which will then help him close the gap. He's actually got it here. You can see DRS ticked in green. And the gap drops to 6/10, so the attack modes are turning up for Hawks. BP V8 will know this. And now that there's a virtual rear vision mirror in this F1 2020, he'll be actually filling up the mirror with all Mercedes, if he's got it turned on.
If he's got it turned on, yeah, that's right. Definitely, but interestingly, Bots has fallen off this pack now. And that would be an indication that Bots really would be considering now pulling the trigger and pitting and getting off those soft tyres. The question now is, do you run one soft, two mediums, or two soft, one medium? I'd say that most guys would want to run the soft twice and the medium once. So it'll be interesting now if Bots goes back on the soft or does a long stint in between.
That's true. And strategy is going to be vital tonight. It always is, but opening round gives you sort of propulsion into the opening rounds. Only 7 rounds in the season, so you've really got to start strong. And with the VLN scoring system now, every position counts, and every time you turn up, it counts too.
That's right, exactly right. As we watch here, Wardy Chill now keeping Bots honest here. And I would say that he would be getting the word from Hawks to put pressure on Bots to force him into either pitting or really taking too much out of those tyres.
Sean, Hawks with a 3-second pen. I'll check that for you in a moment. Can't believe they don't just give spectator a simple replay function either. Can I? FNL1. Now, for some reason, guys, the chat isn't popping up on your screen. I've been having issues with everything this week, so the chat, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to change from stream labels. No, stream. There's stream elements and there's stream labs. Stream labs, I've got to change from that to the stream elements, I think, because this chat thing has just been giving me, it just doesn't work, even though I can see it on my other monitor. So, I don't know. Go figure. But Hawks really wasn't able to do much of that because the gap's grown now. So it is what it is.
Well, as I predicted, Bots has pulled the trigger. He's come in, but he's changed to a set of hard tyres. He is now probably trying to do a one-stopper here. And if this works for him, it's going to put him right into contention here for this race. Definitely a podium strategy if he can maintain a decent pace on that hard tyre. He's come out in 10th place, split Blinky and Warrior Wasp.
Now we're just watching Kiwi at number 10. He's been doing that a lot tonight. A bit of a lock-up, so With Simo in chase, it's not going to be helpful, but through 11 and 12 they go, and Simo's just within DRS range, and there it is. The DRS flap opens up. He charges forward up towards the yellow Renault, and for the time being, they stay 5th and 6th, but that Ferrari's looking quick right now, so Kiwi is on notice.
Definitely.
BP is ahead as always, Turk, but, you know, when he's put in the pressure cooker, sometimes BP can crumble. So if Hawks can put in there, you might see something here. Might be an overtake on the cards for Simo, not just yet.
Simo putting huge pressure on the veteran Kiwi here. You know, like, this is huge pressure and interesting now under brakes. You know, it's so crucial. A little bit of dust and kicking up. I don't think that was a lock-up by either of them, but you know, you can see these guys are right on the edge now on tyres that probably aren't ideal at this stage.
And I'd be looking out for Kank in behind them, because that guy can be a ninja at times. He's quite good at conserving his tyres. So if these guys, you know, run it a little bit too hard here at the moment. Again, another lock-up. I think that was Kiwi. He's struggling with turn 10.
That's right, yeah. Kank, you know, he's the reigning F2 champion and got the drive here with Racing Point.
Oh, we've had someone off there.
Oh, someone gone straight off there. Who was that?
I think that was a back mark. I think it might have been HRT or Hemic. It was one of the Haas boys.
Right.
And you can see Kank is getting nice and tight. And this is about to come alive. I think Kank's really... Yeah, look, that Kank. While another bit of a dive deep from Kiwi. All right, so Simo's out. It's Kank on Kiwi this time. DRS. Look at that.
Really got the pace, yes.
Look at that. That's
easy.
DRS for you. Down the front straight, into the first turn, and easy overtake. Easy position gain. So Kank, well done.
Well, he got that move done coming out of that last corner. The drive that he had, he knew that he was going to get that pass well and truly done before he even entered the braking zone. So that was superb timing by Kank. I know he was sort of aided a little bit with Simo peeling off there, but definitely beautiful overtake.
Now have a look. Oh, I thought we were. Yeah, have a look on this straight. I think there's a car off. I think it's still the Chiz. On the right-hand side, maybe.
Yeah, we've lost the Chiz.
I think he retired in the pit lane. Oh, no. Okay, I don't know what's going on. But, yeah, we did. We lost the Chiz there.
Yeah, we lost the Chiz. And we got a virtual safety car, so... Trying to look on the map for a stationary vehicle. I can't see one, so...
Well, I can't see one either, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. So we're returning to racing speed, and we're back on. And look at that. A little bit breathing now, under pressure, I think, from Keno.
Back up the front, though, BP is using this opportunity to reapply that pressure he had before, now within 6/10, so he's got DRS again to use. And BP, a bit of a lock-up. Keno. Oh, Keno's off!
Oh, my word, he was getting lapped there, and he's out. He's gone completely. Wow, he's not going to be happy with that, Keno. He's going to be... you know, slightly to extremely pissed off.
He will be. And my apologies, guys. I was meant to have the my replay set up, but I thought I had everything done tonight. I missed doing the replay, so I can't do that right now. But you just saw Keno. Oh, that looked like this. That would have been super slow-mo for him.
It was same thing, you know. Who was it that it did happen to? I think it was Mort that it happened in the same corner.
Yep.
You go out wide, you get a lot of curb, and you try to feed too much throttle on, and it will send you into the inside wall. You know, I actually into the corner after turn 4 in season 4, I DNF'd there doing exactly the same thing.
I think we've all done it.
Very easy to do.
Absolutely.
Now we've got Hawks pulling the trigger. He's now the first one of the leading pack to pit. You know, Kank's solid. You know, I don't think that Hawks will get out in front of Kank here. Let's see what tyre is he gone on. He's gone on the hard tyre as well, so he's looking for a one stop. So they're probably thinking, you know, BP's you know, it's pretty well known that BP was going to go on a two-stopper, so this is interesting, you know. And Hawks can definitely go to the end on that tyre if he has the pace, no problem.
You certainly can. So go through the rest of the field. There's a big gaps forming between everyone, but we got, look at this. This is Rock Lobster with Schnell right on his back end. He's going to get some DRS. He's using the overtake button to help him propel along, but I think Schnell's got him, and he does.
Yeah, Schnell's got him easy, yeah, definitely. And look, Bots is still behind there. So Bots lost out big time. You know, he stayed out a little bit too long, I think, on that soft tyre, and it's put him into traffic when he's come out on that hard tyre now. And yeah, he's miles behind Hawks now, who's actually, by those stats, yeah, he's managed to get ahead of Kank. That's amazing. That's a super quick stop by the Merc team, you know?
Oh, yeah, it's fantastic for Hawks. Let's see how long he can deal with it. Bots is trying to stay pace with Lock Rogster at the moment, but he's being pretty well sorted.
Well, he's got all these guys ahead of him up to Hawks covered, because all these guys have to pit, you see. Now, Wardy Chill has pitted, though, and he's on the hard as well. So both Mercs are going on the hard. So that's another one that Bots has to now catch. Oh, it was indeed. But, you know, see, Bots is, you know, wasting a lot of energy and a lot of time getting past some of these medium tyre guys that have gone for a long first stint.
Absolutely, and it's he's right at the back of Rock Lobster here, and will have DRS, so let's see how he uses it. There he goes, he activates it down this front straight. DRS zone, what's going on? Rock Lobster.
Wow.
Must have been a good exit from him, because that McLaren surely should have got in there.
Yeah, I mean, the top end on that racing point, you know, but look, safety car. We've got a safety car. And who's that? Is that Andrew HRT now out? It looks like it. What? Andrew HRT.
That'll
in the Haas.
I think you're right. I think it's HRT.
Wow,
I didn't see the thing pop up. Usually I notice.
Yeah, me neither.
All right. Well, I don't know who that sucks. That's obviously BP takes this opportunity to pit.
Yep, smart move by the Red Bull team now, pulling BP in. He'll definitely cover Hawks off here, hold his position, and be on, you know, a fresh tyre. And he is putting the soft tyre in, so that's a clear indication now. I don't think BP can go to the end on that tyre, but he is going to be super fast. But this is the thing now, you know, when this safety car lets him go,
Hawks is
coming in as well. Wow. Now, this is interesting. What's Hawks going to do here? He's gone on the medium tyre, it looks like.
So that should make it.
That should make it, but you know what? I don't know if it'll be, you know, he'll be slow right at the end. And if BP does, as it looks like he is, he's going to go on two-stopper. BP's going to be super fast at the end of the race on a fresh set of softs. Which is interesting now. Yeah, both Mercs, you know, have called it here. So everyone's pulling the trigger here, taking this opportunity. We're now well and truly just past the halfway point of this race. We're down to 15 drivers with Andrew HRT, Keno, still the cheers, Big Cosso and Mort, all out with accidents, DNFs. You know, victims early in the first race of the season. But it's all to play for now with strategy playing out. Bots has now played himself into position. So has Kank. Kank, you know, he's also now in that racing point. He's right in this now. So it'll be very interesting. Both Ferraris doing much better than I thought that they looked like in qualifying. I don't think they had the best qualifying, but definitely got some good race pace now.
Well, they're going to need to continue that as this one goes on. So this is Mash Bratato. He's one of the back markers right now. He hasn't been given the green light to go, so he's just stuck there.
Look, Wardy Chill down in ninth place. He's the big loser out of this reshuffle on the pits. Somehow he did not capitalise on that pit stop.
Yeah, Wardy Chill in ninth. I mean, he followed his teammates' lead with the mediums.
he didn't have a big enough gap behind the guys like Bots, Simo, Blinky, and Ming. That was the problem, you see.
Yeah.
Schnell, he's probably, set himself up really nice in that Williams, actually. He's just ahead of Wardy Chill now. But he's on a fresh set of tyres like Wardy. So, those guys, even up to Bots now, they're going to be under a bit of threat, So
that was interesting. That was interesting with Bertado. He got the overtake, but there was still no green light. So, I don't know. I think Banana Hammock needs to do the same thing. Because he's in the middle of the field too. If Bertado's been given the green to go and unlap himself, surely Hammock can do the same.
Yeah.
More evening Chasey. Wardy had a stop penalty, I think. That's why he lost time. Possible, I didn't see that. But we are under safety car. Hopefully we can get going at the end of this lap. There's only a couple of guys now going around. BP still leads. He's on the soft tyre. He's taken this safety car opportunity to pit, and he's gone to the fast tyre. But as Zen made note of, it's made his intentions clear that this is not a one-stopper for the guy tonight. But he will be quick.
Yeah, this is all to play for now. When we know BP, he can easily punch out qualifying times if he needs to. The question though now is, with no driver aids, can he do it consistently? The other drivers, especially the two Mercedes drivers, they've gone with a more safer bet, switching onto that medium. But it comes at a risk when you're coming against someone like BP. Will their tyres be enough to hold BP off at the end?
Have to wait and see. I don't know. Only Hawks will know. Sure, he does. Sometimes he can take risks. So a calculated one. But BP, he does like the quicker tyre usually at the end. He's not going to have the fastest of them, but he'll be on a quicker tyre than Hawks will be.
And I assume that he is running more downforce than the two Mercs, so he'll be able to use that soft tyre immediately as soon as they go back to racing, whereas Hawks will have that bit of a delay, before he gets that medium tyre up to race pace.
So we've lost 5. That's what's caused this. Next safety car now. Lap 18. We're getting close to the end now. And the Ferrari's doing a little bit better than their qualifying pace. 5th and 6th right now. Bots is up to 4th. And he stayed on that hard tyre, which was...
Yes, he has, and he had no choice. He had no choice, really. That tyre will comfortably go to the end. The question is, what kind of pace will it have? And that's the big question there. And I think, to be honest, he's got that buffer with Simo on the same tyre, though a little bit younger, behind him. But and Blinky as well is on the same tyre, roughly same age. So he's got a bit of a buffer there. Ooh, that was pretty close, wasn't it? But it's going to be interesting with Ming and Schnell on the softer tyre, and also Warrior Wasp on a soft tyre. So, there'll be pressure on those hard-tyred cars in 4th, 5th and 6th.
Yeah, one of them is this man, Simo. Just in behind Bots. So, they've got a bit of a hill to climb, but I'm sure they'll deal with it when we get back up to racing. I've only seen... I don't think we've seen anyone off at 11 and 12, and I was expecting some incidences here, but we've seen it at 3.
Seen 3. So let's... what would you say was the pit window time here? It seemed like less than 23 seconds. It was like 22, maybe even 21 seconds.
I think it's 21.
Yeah, 21. All right, well, let's assume that it's 21. When this thing kicks off, BP has 10 laps to pull a 21-second buffer over Hawks.
It just doesn't seem likely, does it? I'm sure you'll get a buffer, but I don't think it's going to be 20 seconds.
Well, it'll have to come from a combination of both. And we're back. Are we?
We are back in green, and wow, it was BP, Hawks and Kank. They were on the money, but the rest of them, Simo behind, really caught napping. Big gaps already, almost up to 2 seconds. And I think Blinky really lost out. He's already down to 7th place.
Yeah, Schnell and Ming definitely capitalised on that. Schnell now in 5th, Ming in 6th.
Oh, big lock up.
Oh!
Rock Lobster's gone very deep there with the cars bar around him, slowing up to avoid an incident.
Different tyre compounds all over the shop here, you know, it's really playing havoc with some of the guys, you know, because other guys can break so much later than the guys on there. Oh, look, Big Impulse is out! Oh, no, he's not completely, he's managed to save that, I can't believe it.
Oh, I don't know how, that was so lucky that he didn't have a full field coming at him, but wow.
Man, I'm looking at his wing, dude, he doesn't even seem to have damage. I mean, that's a miracle. That is a sheer miracle.
I don't think he hit the... Well, he's on a harder tyre too, so luckily he probably won't have to deal with any flat spots for long. But, wow, that was a miracle. Yeah, nothing, there's no other word for it.
There's no other word for it. He's going to, you know, he's definitely lost out big time. It's put him completely out of contention for any podium that he was, you know, well deserved of. But, you know, he's going to actually finish, and he's going to finish with a decent haul of points, I guess, with the new scoring system. So that's something, but you know, we go back now, you know, to the mid pack here with Blinky now on that hard tyre, and he looks like he's got some pace. He's staying with Ming there, but he's got Wardy chill on that medium all over him in the second Merc. So Ferrari still under pressure.
They certainly are. And Blinky is going to find a way out of this pressure cooker if he can. He's giving chase to Ming, but as long as he's ahead of Wardy, he's in the better position. Wasp, though, look at this. It is tight between these two. The Kiwi, crazy Kiwi, he's on the soft tyre. And he's looking to get around a Warrior Wasp.
The Renault definitely looking racy now on that softer tyre, and I'd have to say, I don't know if Kiwi can get to the end on this tyre. He probably could, but again, what will his pace be like? That's the question, you know. I'd have to say that he'd have to pit again, so he'd want to get past all these guys now, and Warrior Wasp on the same tyre, so he'd be thinking exactly the same thing, especially on 2 laps older tyre than Kiwi is there. Now, Blinky's he's definitely quick. He's definitely quick on that hard tyre.
He's giving it to him. We've got DRS back now, so expect a few DRS moves. And Blinky, he should get it.
Yeah, he got a good drive out of that last corner there. Oh, that Renault's got some top end, doesn't it?
Really does, and it's really making Blinky's job very difficult. But, you know, he'll put his head down. Wardy chills a lot closer too, so expect Wardy to get up. Oh, hopefully top 5 for him, but I don't know if that's going to happen now. Lap 21 or 29, the laps are disappearing very quickly.
Little lock up there by Blinky on that hard tyre there. He's just really under pressure now from Wardy Chill in that second Mercedes-Benz.
Oh, he's doing well, isn't he, Wardy? It looks like he's got this track down and nailed. That medium tyre coming to life shortly. As he still trails behind the red Ferrari. He isn't able to make any ground, but DRS will help him shortly. I think Wasp is having a bit of trouble too. But that, like you said, those Renaults look quick at the moment.
Yeah, they definitely got some, you know, good top-end speed there, which is, you know, helping them, you know, in that one main DRS zone on the main straight. Simo gets a 3-second penalty. He's not going to be happy with that, but he's holding on to 4th now with that harder tyre, so he's definitely going to go the whole hog here, and he's looking good.
Sean asking, does BP have to go the full distance now?
Well, he can go to the end. Right, he's done his 2 compound changes, but I can't see that soft tyre. You know, there will come a point if he tries to do it where Hawks is going to be significantly quicker on the medium.
Here we go, DRS for both Blinky and Wardy. He's just got a nose up the inside. He's going way too deep.
Way too deep.
He's held it out of the wall. The gravel slowing him down, luckily, but that's the end of his race for anything competitive, unfortunately.
That's the no ABS now, really, you know, playing its part. It looks this move here, Blinky on the inside of Ming, beautiful move.
That's how you do it. He forced his nose in there, and he forced the issue too.
And that is not a corner that normally you would even, think about making a move on. Definitely took two to tango there, Ming being aware that he was on the inside. Blinky must have had a superb run out of turn 5 there to get that move done into turn 6. That was clap, dude. That was superb.
Absolutely. DRS now for Ming, but yeah, Blinky's looking pacey right now. Warrior Wasp still keeping Crazy Kiwi in behind him, but he's in a Renault sandwich, and Kiwi, he's just shut the door on him there. The AlphaTauri driver using all the tools in the tool shed. We've lost Breed in. That might bring a VS. Oh, look where he is.
Oh, yeah, that's the second last corner.
He should be all right there. I think we'll stay racing because he's sort of off the racing line.
Yeah, definitely. It's just a yellow flag in Sector 3 at the moment, and I think you're right.
These guys really 7 laps, 5 laps, so it's soft tyres on soft at the moment, so they're both real pacey.
So BP only pulled out 4.6 seconds so far, but they've been racing now for 4 laps, so that's a second a lap faster. So he's definitely using those soft tyres. It's not enough of a gap to pit now. He has to go all the way. But at some stage now, what's going to happen is he's going to lose performance on that tyre relative to Hawks' medium.
Yeah, it's going to happen now. Pretty much, I'd imagine. Here we go. Wasp didn't get a good run. Some Kiwi had to back out of that one because you don't really go into 11 and 12, and that's because we've got a safety car.
Yeah, we do have a safety car, and that's Savage Rock Lobster. He's gone somewhere. Oh, it's turn 4. It's on the exit. He's done exactly what I did in season 4. I know how you feel, Savage. I know how you feel, dude. So he's gone wide, taking a lot of curb on the exit of turn 4 there, and just getting on the throttle doesn't take much because the car sort of rides that curb on the bottom plank, and then it just catapults you into the inside wall, and that's exactly what's happened there to Savage.
BP got lucky because he's now out on a new soft tyre, which will get him to the end, and he's going to have pace all the way to the end of this one. And now he's up against Hawks and Kank, who are on a 8-lap old mediums.
So that's a get-out-of-jail-free card there for BP.
Certainly is.
So now, it's a matter of, does Hawks pull the trigger as well? Or does he try to hold him off? There's 5 laps to go, not counting this one. By the look of the spread of the field, because others have also pitted, I would say that we're going to have probably 3, maybe 4 laps of racing. What do you say?
2 laps.
So now Hawks would be making this decision. Does he cover BP? He will fall. He'll fall too far back now. He'll fall too far back. Yeah. He has to stay out. Yep.
Yeah, Hawks has to stay. Shane, William, it was FNL1 eSports organised this league. So the Discord link in the description of the video. Where are you? You're on Facebook. So click the if you want to join up. The Discord link takes you to the FNL1 Demo 1 shared Discord. So you can join our events there. But yeah, Hawks. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for both Hawks and Kank, but if they could work together now, in a way, to slow down BP, there's 2 of them and 1 of him. And 2 cars blocking the roads, a little bit better than 1 car. So, I don't know. I don't know if we'll see that happen, but, they could work together here to sort of help themselves out a little, because BP's going to be super fast. We all know that. That's not a secret.
Yeah, definitely not a secret. I mean, and unlike in real life, many say that Albert Park doesn't give you many overtaking opportunities. We've definitely seen a fair few great moves and passes and some sketchy ones tonight. But the big thing here is that once you're on a superior tyre, a significantly superior tyre, that first DRS zone becomes overpowering. The fact that BP will be able to get such a big drive on that softer, fresher tyre out of the last corner will make it really, really hard for those guys to defend. The real thing for BP is to show enough patience to get the moves done cleanly.
That's right. I mean, he's not. He doesn't usually rush things, but he is time dependent right now because.
And that's true. That's correct. Yeah.
The laps are fading away fast, and lap 25:29 right now, so not a lot of time left. We don't know when we're going to get the safety car in. Blinky's on hard tyres too, so Shane making note of that, saying he's 10th at best for Blinky. Because look at the cars around him. There's a medium, an old soft, so Wasp, I don't think will do anything, but Schnell, Simo, Kiwi, Bots, and Wardy, even Mash Potato, they're all on the soft tyre.
Yeah, so it's going to be a whole heap of pressure from those mid-pack cars now. and that's a big, like Schnell's tyre compared to Warrior Wasp, that's a big time delta difference right there.
Huge. Now, I don't think we're going in. No, so another lap. So that's another lap gone. That's another lap that BP doesn't get for the overtake. Now, what is... Do you remember because they're new to me, I haven't got them in my memory yet, the points for first. Do you remember the points available?
Yeah, I'll actually pull that. Points for first is 50 points this season. I will pull up the, one moment, the actual score table and just run it through with you. But yeah, it's spread all the way down to the 20th getting 1 point as well. So, as long as the boys rock up, they're going to score points. That's how it works.
Yeah, Shane, we're using a VLN scoring here. We're not using the official scoring system. So the way it works, because what can happen is you can be quick, race, get enough points, and then the guys behind you that turn up all races can still finish behind you. But with the new VLN scoring, if you turn up for all those races, you can actually then beat those faster guys. So commitment is rewarded.
Yep.
So we're trying it out, and I think a lot of people are happy about that. So it does mean if you've got real life commitments, it does hurt you a little bit there. Thank you, Ryan, for the like. But
overall, it rewards consistency.
Yeah, that's right.
The main thing.
Yeah,
it rewards consistency.
It means, you can't just flex your muscles for the 4 of 7 races and still finish 5th when...
Oh, look at that, a little bit of argy-bargy there going through the turns 11 and 12. The Constantina effect as the cars are now trying to get their tyres warmed up.
We've been using the official scoring for every season up till now. So
yeah, up till now, yeah. 7 seasons, yeah. But what we want to do is, no one here is a paid professional driver. So with that said, we wanted to make it worthwhile for the guys that are in those 15, 16, 17, they're going to get points now, and they'll be able to compete amongst themselves and still take something away at the end of the day. Whereas before, they weren't scoring any points. Some of them not even for the entire season. It's now we're back up to racing.
Yes, and Kank has done a fantastic job of sticking with his teammate. BP was a little bit slow, but that's not going to worry him because those tyres are a lot quicker. 27 to 29. BP, he does it. He's got the overtake. Absolutely pushed down. Big deep run round the outside of Kank. And into the left-hander, he's back on the inside, and he's bullied his way through. And again, this is what we're talking about. He doesning have long to get these overtakes. Oh,
wow, Ming, we've lost Ming, yeah.
Where is he? I don't know where Ming is. Bertado, Hammock's slow. Anyway, it doesn't look like the race has gone into a safety car, so the race is on for the front.
Yeah, it looks like Ming's lost it also in turn 4. That seems to be that first sector is taking a lot of people. as we continue now, Hawks now 0.3 ahead of BP, and BP is super fast. I don't think there's anything that Hawks can do here, because once they get onto that DRS zone, it's done, isn't it? Even without DRS, because we won't have DRS yet for another lap or two. And look at the pace difference.
Hawks does have a bit of ERS advantage though, so I don't know if that's going to be enough, because look at the exit he's going to get
Look
through
at
here.
that, look at the drive.
And that's all but over, I think, surely Hawks is not given up at all. He's still side on with the Red Bull into the first turn. He comes out ahead, and it's not over yet though. There's another DRS coming up. Where does he put the Mercedes? He's sticking to that
hard
inside.
on the inside, yeah. Squeeze him a little bit now. As he,
Look at the grip on the outside. You can't beat it. Inside
yeah, can't
line.
beat it.
Oh, Hawks tried.
Nothing you can do, and that's just, there's a huge delta difference here in their tyre performance. It'd be close to 2 seconds, I'd say. We'll find out now over the next lap. We've only got one more lap to do, and BP would be full on keen to get the fastest lap of the race if he has enough juice left. Yeah.
He'll try. He always does try. Oh, a bit of a lock up from Schnell. He's getting chased by Simo. And there's a group of 3 here that are all looking for a bit of a promotion. And Schnell's on a better tyre too, so... And Blinky has dropped to 10th, so Shane picked it from...
Yeah, definitely.
From the spectator. Let's have a look. Schnell. 4 lap old.
Oh, he's taken a lot of curb. He's got a 3-second tyre penalty for that, and that's going to hurt him. Now, I also noticed before that BP got a 3-second penalty, so, nothing's set in stone yet. We don't know exactly how much of the penalties will play an impact on the result. Look at this double tap. It's thrown him on the inside.
He's lost so much wing.
Schnell, he was looking good. He was actually probably on for a potential podium there with the pace he had. Oh, dude, that's it. He has to finish this lap now. It's the last lap.
There's going to be a steward inquiry, I'm sure of that. Wardy Chill defending 8th. Around the outside, locks up. Wardy gets back up inside there, and it's 7th and 8th for now. The lock up not hurting him too much. And the race continues. There's a lot of desperate moves being made now on this final lap.
Crazy Kiwi all over the back of Warrior Wasp on much fresher tyres as well.
Here we go.
He's going to throw it. He's going to send it. No, thinks better of it.
Oh, he's got a fantastic exit. And Wasp being beaten. The soft tyres dying on him there, I think, on the exit.
Yeah, just couldn't get the rear end to give him grip on the drive out of there.
So now it's up to Wardy Chill to try to... Oh, we've lost Wasp.
Wasp is gone on turn 12.
There he is.
The pace was hectic. And just, it just caught him out. We went high on that curb.
That's BP, confirmed.
And that's BP, gets the fastest lap as he crosses the line.
Kank will get 3rd place. Simo, does it change? Oh, Kank gets knocked down as Simo takes 3rd. It's tight between the rest of them. Wardy finishes ahead of Bots. Blinky, mashed potato, just ahead of his teammate Schnell. But Wasp didn't get to finish that lap. And Schnell, he's going to be in the steward's room, I think, at the end of this. But to answer your question, it is on PS4.
Oh, there you have it. My word there. Simo really getting that Ferrari into 3rd place. Unbelievable. It's Leclerc-esque, would you say? I did not think that the Ferraris were going to really be a contender after I saw them qualify today.
Yeah, that's a Leclerc move. That's a... I mean, not in the sense that the car hasn't got the performance, in the sense that he's picked up more than we ever thought. So
yeah, and they weren't really in contention there for a large period of this race. And as it plays out, he's on the podium, and that's congratulations. And what would you say, driver of the day, Mash Barretto?
That's what the game reckons.
Yeah, that's what the game reckons. Well,
What do you reckon, guys? The ones that were sitting here watching it, let us know. Did the game pick that, or?
Yeah,
there's your winner, BPV8. There's Hawks next to him. They were teammates last year, not teammates anymore.
Not teammates anymore, yeah.
And yeah, that's round 1 of 7 for season 8.
Yeah.
And don't forget, if you want to know when the races start in your local time zone, go to demo1garage.com, hit the stream calendar. All events coming up for the next month or two have been filled out, including the upcoming ACC GT3 Pro Series on PC. We've got about 34 contenders in that, so I'm looking forward. But here's the results for the Formula 1. And not everyone finished, but it was BP, Hawks, and Simo, your top 3. And the cobwebs are out. As Aussie said, the cobwebs are out.
That's definitely... Well, Mash Barretto, the game has given him driver of the day, and probably with good reason. He's the only driver to not have got a single penalty.
Well, there you go.
He started in 20th.
He did. So
yeah, got himself up to A.
3 stops,
well,
finished 8th, no pens. That, I mean...
Mash
on paper, yeah, he's
Brittato. Yeah, definitely done pretty good there. Yeah, I'll actually go with that. Yeah,
yeah, I picked that too. It was a bit argy-bargy at some points, but Rubbin is racing, and I'm interested to see what comes out of the Stewart inquiries. They're going to be not entirely busy, but some big calls to make.
Yeah, there's definitely were some moments there where we'll have to review that the stewards will have to review. But all in all, fantastic race. Came down to a bit of strategy and some may argue a little bit of luck there for BP tonight.
Yes. Now we're just waiting for them to join us. But we've got Hawks with us. Evening, Hawks.
Good evening.
Second place.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Now, no one else is here, so we'll get started. But Hawks, you must have been killing yourself when you saw that safety car out after the second stop, because that meant BP had a free stop to get soft tyres back.
Yeah, I was looking at the time gap, and I noticed the gap between me and him was getting smaller quite quickly when I tracked those hards on. I think I made the right call, but obviously, the safety car intervened and had other plans. And I just ended up being as it is. I think if the safety car wasn't to come out, BP, I think I would have probably gone on the hards. I don't think he would have gone medium soft. It was definitely a sort of coin flip on strategy there, I think, but. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm happy with P2, definitely.
What about
BP's
you?
Quick.
Were you happy with your strategy up until that point?
Yeah, I didn't realise at the very end there, we put the softs on and came out just behind Kenk and P3. I didn't realise that was only that much of a time loss. Otherwise, I might have actually done the same behind him.
Right.
Chuck the softs on as well, have a bit of a duel. But I stayed with the full track position and those softs, dude, fresh softs. They were premium at the end.
They certainly were.
So, Hawks, was your strategy always to try and do it as a one-stopper?
I set it up that way with the option to go to a two-stopper. Kind of thought there'd be a safety car around the mid sort of pack. That's why I chucked I was going to go like medium soft if I could, and try and maybe score a free pit stop in that race, but it wasn't to be in a sense. Well, it was good to get back on the mediums at the end there. That's when I saw BP put the softs on. It was good to get back on the mediums. I didn't think the softs would go to the end. Otherwise, I would have chucked them on as well, I think.
Yeah, that's true. We were debating that ourselves between me and Josh. I guess when the safety car restarted that last time, knowing that BP was on the soft, did you think that, is there any hope I can hold him off with 2 laps to go?
I thought about it. I didn't realise we had the same on penalties, but short of driving BP off the track, I don't think there was no hope. He had so much grip around the outside of that corner and such a big head of speed. He could just hold it around there and then get obviously the inside corner in that little middle sector. Where it's all tight, and obviously the softs again would be the better choice of tyre there, and he just took off and that was it, and he was gone.
Well, congratulations for second place in the first race of season 8. Under the new regulations. Well done, dude.
Thank you. Yeah, it was good. Good hard fight.
Then there was BP in first place. I was saying to Hawks, you must have been cheering when you saw that safety car come out after you were at the end of your first soft stint.
Yeah, the safety car in the middle of that really didn't help my cause. It came out at probably the worst time for me. I didn't want to go to hards because I just knew I had a feeling they would go on the softer tyre behind me, which they ended up doing. So I thought, man, I'm just going to try and stretch this on the soft. Then when the last safety car came out, I was like, all right, I'm sending it.
Yeah, at that stage it became a little bit of a no-brainer. That the timing of that last safety car really worked to your advantage. Do you think that you could have held off on that soft tyre, knowing that your tyre was 7 laps old prior to that safety car coming up, but so was Hawk's on the medium, 7 laps old. You were 4.5 seconds ahead. Do you reckon you could have held him?
It says 7 laps, but like at the end of the safety car, when I put them on, they were at 2% wear, so can barely. Same with their tyres, can barely call it worn. So to be fair, I reckon I could have held it, but that's how I wanted to send it, and I was like, this is perfect.
Yeah, it did work out pretty nicely for you, and congratulations taking out the first win of the season.
Yeah,
again under the new regs.
Yeah, I didn't want to sit behind them like a grandma, so...
Yeah, and as usual, popping off the fastest lap in the last lap of the race, yeah.
Oh, I had to because I was racking up the pens in the second half of the race, which I was annoyed at myself for, but because Jeff was telling me mixed things about Hawks' pens. He said he had 9 seconds, but then he said 3 seconds to be added. So so it didn't make sense. I was like, no, bugger this, I've got to push like everything I've got, really.
Wow,
Yeah.
there you go.
I only thought I had 9 NBPs, so I don't know what Jeff was saying.
I had 3. I had 3 up until the safety car mid-race. 3 seconds.
Yeah, no, I didn't realise when we crossed the line you had the same amount of pens.
I was hoping that because I would have been stuffed.
All right, Simo, congratulations. On debut, podium.
Thanks, mate.
Got the Ferrari into 3rd place. Qualifying didn't seem to crash hot for the Ferraris, though, but the race pace was decent and consistency was key.
Yeah, no, the setup was definitely more for the race than the qualifying, so I'm glad that worked out how it did.
Yeah, did you get caught up early on in some of that
the
hectic
first
stuff?
turn, I'm not sure if it was Ming that spun, so I just went straight under the grass. So I think I went from 8th to about 16th or something. So that was fun, but slowly worked the way back in. The odd safety car probably helped my cause a little bit, so I'll take it.
Did you know Kank had that penalty? Because I don't think I did.
Yeah.
All right. So you were...
I knew I had to be just within 3 seconds of him, because I knew I had 3 seconds, and I knew he had 6. So as long as I was within that 3 from him, I knew I was pretty safe. I didn't know behind me, though, what the penalties were like, so...
Yeah, that's always a gamble, but anyway, it works out sometimes to stay within the track limits. Is that what was getting most people tonight, just the limits?
I'm not too sure. I know the 3 seconds I got, I think I went wide on a couple of the turns, and it's pretty brutal, the F1 system on the corner cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's all the wide corners, I think. I know, a similar boat as you, Simo. Yeah, you just go wide, just a little bit, bang, instant pen.
I think there was one where I legitimately went on the inside and cut it. That was fair. I would have gave myself the pen straight away. But so no, wasn't too bad.
So Mike, I got one burning question for you guys, and maybe you can speak for the other drivers as well. How was it driving with no assists at all?
I'll go on a controller. It's bloody tough, but it's good fun because everyone else is at least in the same boat. There's nothing worse when you do races where there's people doing all the different sort of assists. So it's good to know when you're going up next to someone that he could brake too hard and ABS is off, so he could skid or even the traction. I think there was someone on one of the restarts, just the arse flicked out and he was gone. So it was more a controlled race, I guess. It was So I found that a lot more fun, more of a challenge.
Yeah, I same sort of boat. I definitely thought I was more competitive with BP this time around than last time we were here. Well, God knows how many months ago that was. Because obviously BP running no assists for a while.
I nearly lost it. I nearly lost it in every restart. Every restart, nearly lost it.
Oh, I saw you on the turn 2 there. You're a bit tank stashing. I was like, where are you, guys?
It's all good. It's all good.
Well, that's good for us
Yeah.
watching because usually you guys are pretty good, but there were a few lockups and a few slappers here and there. So if it's
That's
gonna
right.
Yeah, a bit rusty. Every time I wanted to do practice, every time I wanted to jump on the game and do a couple of laps, I was either away from a wheel or the service run maintenance. So it kind of really screwed me. So yeah, I probably only had about, I don't know, 2 hours worth before. That's about it.
Well, we could definitely, from a spectator's point of view, we could definitely tell when you guys were now really pushing the limits of the car. That's when you can really see the inside wheels locking, getting squiggly, out of corners and stuff like that. The body language of the car was quite noticeable when you were on the limit.
Yeah, I was really, at the start of the race, before the first safety car, I was really just puttering around at the start just to make sure I was just on track and just dealing with the heavy load, because I overfilled by a fair bit. So I was just kind of puttering around, just trying to make sure I stayed on track.
Well, congratulations to our top
Thank you.
3, BP in the Red Bull, leading the championship now, Hawks in second place in the Mercedes-Benz, and Simo bringing up Ferrari's challenge and hopes for Season 8 with a fine 3rd place, proving that all you have to do is stay clean and consistent, and you can score a big haul of points. Thank you to all our viewers. Josh, thank you for the stream.
Thanks for joining me, and thanks for all the likes, shares, and everything we've had out there as well, guys. Don't forget, we've got next week off. You got a bye week, and then we're back.
Yeah, we got a buy for next week, and then we'll be back for Bahrain. Am I correct?
Yeah, God, I need practice for Bahrain. I struggled with that place without assist. I struggled with there without assist. I'll tell you that much when I did my career race there.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. I'll join you on that place.
Put it this way, my front left is a square by the end of it.
Well, we'll definitely be, selling that race as the jewel in the desert, and we are looking forward to the battle continuing.
So,
Oh, it should be good.
That should be good.
all right. Well, I'll end it there, guys. So thanks very much. Thank you as well. Thank you, Robert, for just the like popping up then. But we'll be back in 2 weeks for F1, and I'm looking forward to it. So good night, guys, and have a great weekend.
Yep, good night all, and go hard or go home.
And everyone else out on there, thanks for joining us. Thanks for liking. Thanks for sharing. Thank you for your ongoing support. Like I said, bye week, then we get back into it. The stream calendar is on the website, demo1garage.com. Go to the link that says stream calendar. It'll take you to a Google Calendar that has everything in there that we've got coming up that's planned. It'll also convert to your local time zone as well, or you can sync it to your Google Calendar and get reminders if you want to. If you want to join and get involved with any of the racing going on here, make sure you go to FNL1 and join the Discord. But that brings us to the end of the broadcasts. So thanks again. My name's been Josh. I've been your commentator tonight. And as always, you can catch us on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and now Twitter at Demo1G. If you're a Twitter person, don't forget to follow us there. But that's it. Good night. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you Monday with the SFR GT Challenge.